The Rambam writes in Ilchot Deot that wasting seed is the biggest addiction that exists in the world. But it only exists in the minds of people that are empty of Torah. But I could tell you, wait a minute, Rambam, I know you're Rambam 900 years ago, but I have, Baruch Hashem, almost 30 hours of material about wasting seed on the internet. And many people contact me from all over the world because they have this addiction and they watch the shiur and they realize this is a critical problem. If you want Olam Haba, you cannot waste seed. If you don't want Olam Haba, continue doing it as much as you want. But you want to go to Gan Eden? Stop. You want to go to Gehenom? Continue. That's simply what Torah says. But the Rambam says, wait a minute, the only people that are addicted are people that are empty of Torah. Wait a minute, I have many people that are not empty of Torah. They actually learn. I actually have one guy, he's about to finish the Shas. The Shas, but he's addicted to wasting seed. How could this be? He's about to finish the Shas. Shas, if you're like an average person, it takes you 7 years to finish it. If you're better than average, half that time. If you're much better than average, it could be a month. It depends how big you are in Torah. Point is, it takes a while. It's the most difficult part of the Torah. You finish the Shas, you're already considered almost a Talmid Chacham. So how could it be that somebody, I have rabbis contact me, tell me I'm addicted to wasting seed. I have a guy almost finished the Shas, says I'm addicted to wasting seed. What happened? So how come the Rambam says you're empty empty, your mind is empty? How could it be? Rabotai, just because you learn a few books doesn't mean that you apply them to your life. When a Rambam says they're empty, their minds are empty, he's not saying they're stupid. He's not saying they're ignorant. He's saying their minds are empty, meaning that they're not learning Torah deep enough to the point of application, to the point where it's constantly on their mind. What they learned, how to apply it, how can I use it, what could I rehash out of this and give a chidush? Is there a chidush to me? Did I understand it appropriately? Did I understand it inappropriately? Is there a different commentary, a different opinion? If you're learning Torah seriously, your mind is constantly working. But if you're just reading books for pleasure, then you're still an empty mind, even if you're learning the Shas. Which means, Rabotai, is that when somebody is looking for that rush, it's only because the mind is not occupied with enough Torah. It's not occupied with enough Torah. Because if you learn Torah seriously, I promise you, it's the greatest rush in the world. It's the greatest thing you could ever have. It's much more pleasing than jumping out of planes, or riding bicycles, or motorcycles, or anything else. You can do those things, but don't make your life about that. Some people just want to take a vacation. You want to go on a boat. You want to go rafting. You want to go, I don't know, swim. Whatever it is you want to do. There's no problem doing that stuff. But don't make it your life. Don't become obsessed with those things. And definitely don't take abnormal risks. The bigger the risk, the more of a lacking in Torah and mashmaut and significance you have. That's usually what happens. One of the things I could mention last about the skydiving issue is the fact that skydiving doesn't have a lesser likelihood of, or higher likelihood of who's gonna die, who's not gonna die. Why? Because the ones that die could be rookies, but could also be the best ones. I remember seeing a documentary recently, short documentary, the best skydiver in the world died. The best one. He was with a little Superman suit or something like that. And he was jumping from mountain to mountain. He was the best. He had all types of moves and all types of sponsorships. And he was the best and the best and the best. And he died. So if the best in it died, that means it's a little riskier than just 0.0003 out of 3 million. That's what you have to think about. Yes?
Is paintballing allowed?
Is it allowed? Yes. Is paintballing allowed? Yes, especially since you have protection and you're not trying to hurt anybody. Yeah, there's no problem with it. You usually wear some gear to protect yourself. Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to have fun. You're allowed to enjoy yourself. You're allowed to play basketball. You're allowed to play soccer. You're allowed to play. You're pretty much allowed to do almost everything. But there's a time and a place for it. You understand? And also, don't make it your life. That's pretty much what it is. Exercise is allowed. Sports are allowed. But don't make it your life. Don't make it an obsession. Make it something that's part of the things you do for fun, but it's not something that is your life. Like when somebody asks you, what do you do? Who are you? How do you describe yourself? That sport or that activity should not be part of that description. It should simply be part somewhere in the list as a hobby, something I like to do, but it shouldn't describe who you are. And that's the problem with sports and things of that nature in the Western society and also in East as well, that people have made sports into such an obsession that they watch it, they listen to it, they play it, they think about it, and they forget there's even, they're even supposed to learn Torah.